I am freaking awkward. This is so good. What we're gonna be doing today is cooking up 3 of my favorite go-to quick and easy lunches that are fantastic for weight loss. So I'm so sorry way too much. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. I know that some people don't agree with that. That's all right. I just gotta do what I gotta do. I'm gonna eat takeout. Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Salsa, and if you are struggling to lose weight on a plant-based diet, or really any diet, and you're wondering what to eat for weight loss and how to get your habits in check, then this is the channel for you. Maybe one day I'll stop this annoying kind of intro, but for now it's just a way to break the ice, and I am freaking awkward, so I don't really know what to say at the start of videos. Anyway, what we're going to be doing today is cooking up 3 of my favorite go-to quick and easy lunches that are fantastic for weight loss or weight maintenance. They're delicious, full of whole foods, and come together in about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how many prepped ingredients you have in advance. At the end of the video, I'm going to be sharing one of my top tips for how to stay on track when you are trying to lose weight, and one tiny little thing that you can do that is going to make your entire life easier. So stick around for that. First meal I'm going to make is a potato and kind of raw veggie dipper meal, and I love this if I'm going to do like a Zoom call or a meeting, or I want to grab something and go and eat in the car on the way. It comes together super quick if you have an air fryer, which this air fryer seriously has changed my life, and my oven's actually broken at the moment, so you're welcome to use an oven, but it's going to be slightly easier if you do have an air fryer. So you're going to need some potatoes. I've just got about a handful here. They're pretty small. Get as many as you would want to eat and feel full of in a meal, but we're also going to be adding some veggies as well. Put it on 200 degrees for 15 minutes. So that's got 5 minutes left. Looking good. Okay, so the timer's gone off. It did go off. And they look perfect. I'm understandably very excited about this. This has turned out epic. We've got our hummusy salsa and then our dippers. If you wanted to save time on these, you could definitely pre-cook the potatoes, then cut them up and use them. But that actually was, it cooked it in 15 minutes, so it was awesome. All right, let's give it a go. Look at that. So good. Okay, I have to say this is seriously like such a yum summer easy kind of meal. I would normally have this as like a lunch meal. You would do it for dinner. Any kind of veg is fine. Just a little word about the hummus that I used. So I did use a store-bought hummus in there, which means that it has a bit of oil in it, but I'm not worried. I used a tablespoon of it. I've mixed it with lots of veggies, so I've lowered the calorie density. I'm not going to sweat that. And it just makes my life so much easier. If you can find a hummus without oil, that's going to be even better, or you could make your own if you are a bit more prepared. But like I said, these are meals that are great for people who, you know, like maybe you didn't get time to prep and you still want to have a quick meal. My mum is here. Wow. It was so easy. It's like 15
I'm
minutes.
impressed.
Yeah?
These look amazing.
Try it with that. So this is salsa with hummus. It's good, eh? It's really nice, eh? For hummus and stuff.
Good job, Jill.
Thanks. So this is a great meal for weight loss, but I wanted to show you a little bit of a breakdown as to why. So we're starting with a pound of potatoes. This is where I'm going to get most of the calories from, and that adds up to about 360 calories. And then I want to add about a pound of non-starchy vegetables as well. So I've got that pretty much 1-to-1 weight ratio, or the 50-50 plate as it's known, and I've got half a cucumber in there at about 20 calories. I've got a capsicum, which is only about 25 calories. I've got 3 tomatoes, which are about 66 calories. And then another big chunk of the calories is actually coming from this big dollop of hummus, which worked out at about 140 calories. So this total meal was only 600 calories, which for the amount of food I got to eat is a very, very low amount of calories when you consider that a restaurant meal is typically 2,000 calories. This kind of 500 to 600 calorie range is perfect for getting into a weight loss zone for most women. The problem is that most people tend to eat very inconsistently, and they try to eat really, really low calories, and it actually means that they're eating more calories overall because their inconsistency is shooting it up when they go out to eat, or they're binging, or snacking on Oreos, or whatever it is. So if you can eat a bit more at your meals and feel really full and satiated, like this kind of meal, you're going to be able to be more consistent and much more likely to get into a calorie deficit, which leads to weight loss. All right, enough of a calorie density lesson. Let's move on to the next recipe. All right, so now we're gonna make a kind of summery noodle bowl. And I feel like I need to apologize for the fact that I'm giving you summer meals when most of the people watching are in the Northern Hemisphere. You guys are going into winter. I apologize. I'm here in New Zealand, so I just gotta do what I gotta do. Anyway, this is super refreshing, and I'm sure you could really make it any time of year. So it's kind of like a Gado Indonesian inspired dish. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm saying sorry way too much. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Let's just do it. You'll see what I mean. Okay, so we want to start by cooking up some of these noodles. They're not going to take very long at all. And this is the brand that I like. You can find it at any Asian store. Gluten-free. It's just made of rice. So we're just going to get one. And now the trick for this is cold water. Just cold, okay? And I'm also going to put a little bit of edamame in there as well. Relax. So while that's cooking up, I'm going to start chopping up my veg. Is now done. I'm going to drain it. Woo! Do you see that?
Are you alright? Did you get burnt?
No. I just didn't have very good depth perception. Looking for a lens is different. Don't do what I do. I'm going to drain this now. Oh my gosh, this is such a big bowl, and actually occasionally do this where I will just make way too much food. So for like a more realistic portion size, just pull back a bit on your veggies, but keep this starchy portion, which is the edamame and the rice noodles, keep that the same. I'm so hesitant to mix this up. It is so good. Oh my gosh. Wow. Just everything. The mint. I've got a lot of kale in here, but I quite like kale. 2 thumbs up. It's good.
That's so good. I'm gonna taste a little bit of peanut.
Okay, this next meal is very simple. It's literally just multigrain rice, broccoli, seaweed and avocado, but it is so simple, so delicious, and it's the quickest when you've got a couple of pre-prepared ingredients. So what I like to do is I like to cook up a huge batch of multi-grain rice, and you can watch exactly how I do that in this video that's linked, and then I'll portion that off into little Ziploc bags. And I'm fine with this. They're BPA free, they're microwave safe. If you have a problem with it, you can put it in whatever else you can find, but for me that works really well. So I'll just grab out a packet out of the freezer, and I've got my broccoli already pretty much ready to go, because when I get home from the supermarket, I'm always breaking up broccoli and putting it in a big container. So really all I have to do is microwave rice, steam some broccoli, and then chuck it all together. Put like a little bit of water on the bottom. That's enough. And with the steamer, make sure that this lid is up. I love this thing so much. Yeah. So I do mine for six minutes. If you haven't prepped up rice in advance, you can also use some kind of pre-cooked rice. I know that in the States you can buy frozen rice. I really like this one from the Korean shop. It's the same multi-grain as the one that I would normally cook up. You can also get those just regular packets of pre-cooked rice, or cook up your own rice. It doesn't take that long to cook rice. The point here is to make it as easy as possible for yourself to actually throw together a quick meal that is still going to be healthy and good for you for weight loss when you're in a hurry, because that's the most crucial time to not go and buy a Subway sandwich or a Domino's or whatever else. Like, I know from experience, if I don't have meals that I can throw together quickly, then I'm gonna eat takeout. So personally for me, I'm not sweating the small stuff. I'm not sweating that I bought this in plastic. I'm not sweating that I've got plastic thing of frozen rice. I'm not worried about that, mostly because of the evidence is out that BPA free is absolutely fine, and I know that some people don't agree with that. That's all right, but it's always amazing the amount of people that will be so concerned about cooking something in the microwave, for example, but then they'll turn around and be like, well, I've got an ice cream problem, or I'm just drinking way too much wine and I'm binging. It's like, well, maybe if you use the microwave and could cook your meals quicker, then that wouldn't happen. Like, pick your battles is what I'm trying to say. Pick your battles. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, that's done. Frozen rice in, and I open up about that much. And so this is a great meal for weight loss, but I wanted to show you a little bit of a breakdown as to why. And I'm going to put that in the microwave for 2 minutes. So you know, BPA free, microwave safe. epic goodness. The seaweed smells especially like the sea. So just get your seaweed like this. Take some rice from down there. You can either put it in like this or some avocado. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Mmm. This hits the spot. Even after eating bits of 3 meals. So I love this because it's so quick to make. So easy. And this toasted seaweed does have a little bit of oil in it. But same with the hummus, I'm not going to sweat it. Even less with this because I think one sheet is like 5 calories. So I'm not really worried about that fact that it has a tiny bit of oil. So as you can see with all of these meals that I've made, they've all got some kind of ingredient that is pre-prepared. I've got store-bought hummus, I've got toasted seaweed, those sesame seeds that I use, I already toasted up. I had my multigrain rice that I'd already cooked up. I had my broccoli ready to go and washed potatoes that I could just cut up and shove into the air fryer. And this is one of my top tips if you are on a weight loss journey or really any journey where you're trying to change your habits, is make that change as easy as possible by having as many pre-prepared ingredients as you can. Think of this like the difference between trying to climb over this huge barrier and struggling to get to the top versus a tiny little step that you have to just whoop, put your foot over. All of these meals are great for weight loss because they are low in calorie density, they are mostly whole foods, and there's a ton of vegetables in there which helps to lower the calorie density again. All of these meals are between 500 and 600 calories, which is a great range to be in when you are trying to lose weight. They're filling, they are mostly whole foods, they are filled with tons of veggies, quick and actually super delicious. Weight loss is not about some magical calorie number or eating the exact right things. It's about getting into a calorie deficit, which means that you are eating less calories than you burn. That's the only way that you are ever going to lose weight. It's the only way anyone loses weight. And meals like this are great for getting you into that calorie deficit. I've lost 40 pounds eating this way and I've maintained that now for nearly 2 years. But in the beginning I was really confused about what kind of things to put together. Hopefully this video has given you some ideas, but if you want to get super clear on how to create 3 weight loss meals that you love, then I created a mini workshop just for you. It's called Lean Your Meals and it's just that, how to create 3 weight loss meals that you freaking love and that you can eat every week. This is a very affordable and easy to watch workshop and I'm gonna put the link in the description below. Alright, well that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you next week for another one. Let me know in the comments what's your favorite quick and easy meal to make and I will see you soon. Bye.